Hello, my name is Pierre Lambla. I'm a French musician and composer. I mostly play wind instruments, as you can see, and many others. I'm most fascinated as a composer with the natural harmonics, which I daily play on my horns, and also about polyrhythmics. And while working out also with electroacoustic music, I've been understanding the continuum that exists between rhythm and melody, just frequencies modulating each other and being in harmony with each other's. So that is my main working purpose as a musician. I've also been as a part of the home studio generation, composing much music with the computers, though I've always been a little bit frustrated by the possibilities of those tools to produce rich harmonies and polyrhythms indeed. And for years now, I've been wishing to create my own tool that would be more versatile about those subjects, and now it is done. I've been working on this project with an artist and developer called Clément Bossut, and together we have achieved a first version of this new software called Gears that I'm going to demonstrate you right now. See you! Now I'm back. You won't see me, you will only see my screen. Let's get into Gears. So Gears at the moment is a web application which runs in Google Chrome, and you only have to install an internal server with the application in your computer, and then you can locate it and at a local host address in Chrome. See. So now we are into Gears. So, first thing you see is that there's a wide as possible, white work plan, because everything that you compose with Gears is gonna be on that blank paper, indeed. On the left side, you see there's a column with three menus. One is sounds, the other is charge sounds, which mean the sounds you've been selected to work with in Gears. And the last one is saves, which are the programs, the composition you've been doing with Gears. So you can also open any sound anywhere in your computer. It only needs to be point wave sounds. So let's start just to see the main features of Gears. So first thing I'm gonna select one sound. So let's take a little electronic sound like this one. We can listen to it in the column. Okay, nice, perfect. So you see it appears now in green. That means that it is charged and ready to be used in Gear. So I go to Charge menu and I click on it, and as I click on it, a wheel appears in the middle of the work plan. I can deplace it, zoom, unzoom, everything. And you see that it has a red circle around it, which as a first wheel, it means that this wheel is gonna be the engine for the whole composition you're gonna build with Gears. I mean engine because wheels transmit motion through tape bands. So if now let's listen first to this wheel. Okay, it's like just a sample of tape being read by a tape player. That's the first feature of Gears. And you see, I can stop it, I can also mute it and change its volume, etc. in play mode. Let's now add another wheel. Let's take Ghana Clav, okay. Let's I click on it and okay, another wheel appears on the work plan. I'm still in play mode. So now if I want this wheel to play, I need to connect it to this one with a drag and drop with what we call courroies, which are mechanical a mechanical link between both of them. So now this engine transmits its motion to this other wheel and they play together. I can mute this one. So, and now if I want to cut the mechanical link, I just drag and drop and only this first wheel continues to play. So that's for play mode, which is the only mode where you can listen to your compositions in Gears and act on them while playing. So now I'm gonna go to harmony mode. So harmony mode is where you modify the size of your wheels and you synchronize them using primary number relationships, arithmetic relationships. So that sounds pretty technical, but indeed it's very easy. First, you can freely change the size of a wheel. So what happens if I change the size of my clave? So I'm gonna listen. So what you hear is that now I've changed the size and this tape sample is being read much slower because the duration of the wheel is much bigger than it was before, but with the same sample of sound. So that means that the speed of reading has been lowered. And on the contrary, if I, which happened to be how the tape recorders functioned. And now if I do a smaller, and now it's been reading. For those who know the sampler instruments, it's just exactly the same principle. Just the lower you go, the slower the sample is read, and then the pitch goes low, and the faster the upper you go, the faster the same sound is being read, so the pitch goes up. So that is for harmonic links. But now you see, if you see pretty well, you can see that the relationship between those two wheels is completely irrational. There's no real connection between them. You may like it, but it will always be unstable in a way. So now in harmony, I'm gonna check the harmonic relationship between those two wheels, and it says me, okay, now 0.27. So let's say, well, closest may be a fourth. So I force it to a fourth, and now this wheel has been changing slightly. It becomes the mummy, that's what we call her, of this little wheel, which has been taking the color on her external circle. So those two wheels, as you can see, are linked with a fourth relationship. And now, if we listen, so now you see that it's completely synchronized. Each time this one big wheel makes one turn, this little wheel makes 4 turns. And we can orchestrate this. So if I go back to harmony, when I click on this wheel, another wheel appears, and I tell her, okay, I want, let's just simplify, you be twice as big. So now I have a polyrhythmic. Okay. So that's for harmony mode, where you synchronize the wheels together. And now let's get to edition mode. And in edition mode, if you click on a wheel, you'll see its waveform. You can zoom into the waveform. You can change the selection of what is being read in the wheel. You see that if you can see better, I make a copy of this wheel. So now this copy is not linked anymore to the mummy. So if I change, you see that it changed size because there's less tape, less sound, so the duration is shorter, so the wheel is a little bit more little. So now let's hear with this new wheel what happens. Okay. Okay, and you may want those two wheels to be synchronized, so now you go there and you see, oh, we are not so far from 3/4. Okay, let's do it. Let's force it. And now we'll have a stable. Okay, so that's for edition mode. I can also, if I make a copy of this wheel, I can also sample any extract of any other wheel just by sliding into this other wheel. And now this wheel, which has exactly the same size as this one, it has been filled with the sound of this one, so I can hear it. Okay, now we can hear the composition. And as all wheels have harmonic relationships, including this one, although it doesn't appear, you see it's like precisely 8/3, and this one has if I have the harmonic linked, you see it's because I made a copy, so it's exactly the same size. So everything is harmonically linked and stable in its polyrhythmic and everything. Okay, and now I'm gonna show the last feature, one of the last feature in edition mode, which are the colors. But I'll get back to this feature soon in another video. So if I click on this wheel and I say let's make a color 4 times, okay, now I have a wheel which contains different wheels, and I can use some. Okay, and I could also, if I décollier, okay, I could also build a color with different beads. So let's make a copy of this, another copy. Okay, copy of this one. Okay, now if I do that, okay, I have a new bead, which is, suppress this one, which is the composition of those 3 beads. I'll make this one again. Suppress this. Okay, and now my composition starts to be pretty okay. Okay, and now I have a first composition with gears. I could also make anyway a new wheel with this and establish another polyrhythmic with this one. And so on. And now if I like this new composition, I just go up here and I save it. And if I want now to have a new audio file of some time playing with this composition, I just press rec here. And then everything is gonna be recorded in a single audio file. You see, now I make a bond again, and it's been like attacking at another place of the sound, so more putting more irrationality in the start of the sound. But anyway, I can now get back to that and so, let's say that's a new tune I've been playing with gears. I cut the recording and you'll see that a terrible name file point wave appears here in this corner, which means that it created this file into your download folder as any other file downloaded from Chrome, and you can rename it and do whatever you want with this after. Well, that was for another view of gears. I hope you like it, and I come back to detail more the features a little bit more precisely, and see also what are how the theoretical purpose of the software acts in reality. See you.